Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and I have a Pan That palette update and my Project Pan updates. Now if you're wondering why those two projects are together, is because I just find it easier to film them and have them both together instead of having them in separate videos, and so that's why I'm doing it. So let's start off with my BB creams. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I finally decided to turn them upside down and try to squeeze it all the way to the top until like product comes out, and these have so much more product than I thought that I had. Like the lines here, they're nope, it's not accurate at all. Knew they weren't accurate, but they were like way off. Maybe this one might be closer to it, but this one has so much more product than I thought, and so I don't think that I'll be finished with this by the end of the Project Pan. I feel like I will be done with this one, but I'm gonna keep this one together, this Maybelline one, because I mix them together sometimes. Although I have been using this one a little bit more often lately. So yeah, hopefully this one will be done. And the problems with like opaque packaging like this is that you can't see through them, you can't really measure properly. So that's just something that you gotta deal with, and it's not that big of a deal. So it's like whatever. Next is my Avon Simply Pretty concealer stick, and I have quite the progress done on this. First, it was like around the top of that black line. My Sharpie's kind of like dull at the tip, so that's why it's kind of fat. And I have done a big improvement from my first update, and I'm really happy about that. Hopefully, I can be done with this by the end of Project Pan. Hopefully, I'll be like hopefully like the only product by the next update is just going to be whatever is up in here, up in this part, not like no more product will be shown in the bottom. The reason why I have more progress is because before I would just use this as a primer for my eyes, but then I did start to use this as a concealer because it's not as, I don't know, like it's back to the older formula that I remember it having from when I first had it. So maybe there was like some weird change for a while, and then I don't know. I really don't know anything what's going on, but I've been using it more on my like blemish area. So the next face product is the Simply Pretty Avon powder foundation, which is what I put on after the BB cream and the concealer. And I did repress this, and it kind of looks a bit janky right now, but you can see that I've hit pan again, and that's great. It just shows that I am using this pretty well. This is going on very well. I think I'm aiming that by the end of February it'll be like halfway done. I'm thinking realistically, I don't know if I can finish this by the 20th of March, but I'm just gonna keep trying, and it's yeah. The fact that I'm able to hit pan again, I'm happy about, even though like I did a shoddy job of repressing this, but it's okay. Now for my lipstick, I have this little nubbin going on. It's showing progress, and here is the progress on my little cap. The top line is where I originally started. Let's try this. The top line is where I originally started, and then the middle one is my first update, and that is now. And you can see that I had more progress now than from before, and I'm happy about that. I've been trying to use this more often, and it's hard because I really love red lipstick, but just doing this makes it a chore and makes me not love it as much, but I'm trying. So I've been using less of other lip products, because before I would like be using like nudie colors or my plums, but this past month I've been really focusing on the red lipstick, so that's why there's a big improvement. Next is my e.l.f. eyebrow kit, and I have hit pan again on this powder. You can see a bigger dent in this, and I'm gonna be honest, I repressed it again after my last update because it kind of like crumbled. It started crumbling, and I didn't do it well enough, so I just repressed it, and for a month's progress after repressing, it's pretty good. I'm going to not repress it again until, no, I don't think I'll ever repress this again unless it starts to get super crumbly. That's my progress. And for the gel part, I don't know if I said this in my last update, but I finished this little corner right here, and now I'm focusing on this little corner. And you wouldn't know, but there has been progress on this. This was a bit fatter before. This was a bit fatter before, but now it's more flat. And now I'm just trying to like focus on the edges and bringing it towards the center of this corner, so that way the progress is more evident. Now for the exciting things, I finally finished my 2 mascaras. This is my lengthening mascara and this is my volumizing mascara, and I do pair these 2 together because that's how I like it. I like the look together. The formulas are fine together. And I probably could say that I have like 3 or 4 uses out of this, but I just don't want to have them anymore. They're mascaras. Like one time I was cleaning my face and like underneath my eyelash right here, it just started getting really, really itchy under the skin. So I decided that I use this today, and this was going to be my last use for it. This is probably over a year old because this was my mom's and I just took it from her because she said she doesn't use it. She probably used it once or twice, that's what she told me, and then she never touched it. And she told me that she's not sure how long she's had this. And this one I got for when I was graduating in March, and it's just time to say goodbye and into my bin. Now for my update for my Pan That Palette project. This is my little Black Beauty Book Cool Edition. There's 42 shades in here, and I'm excited because I hit pan on this shimmery highlight color. You can see that little dot right there, and if hopefully you can see it, I've hit a little bit of pan, but I still hit pan, and I'm so excited about that. And I hit pan on this little purple color right here. There's a little pan right there. Just the smallest sign of pan just like makes me excited because it just shows that I'm using the colors. And I finally finished this black shade, and and I'm not bummed out about that at all because I have this black shade right here, which is basically the same thing of this one up here. They're both hard blacks, and they have chunky glitters in this. This one was, I believe, a red and a blue glitter, and this is a purple and green glitter. You can't really see the glitter that much, and like the more use of it you have, you can't see the glitters anymore. I don't know if like maybe the glitters are just on top. That's just how I'm seeing it. But this one seems to have more glitters, but I'm not sure. I just started using that one up, so. Oh, and there's been a little bit more progress on this little brown one that I've been having pan on. So how I'm going to be using this from now on is to focus on 20 shades. And I know that sounds excessive, but it's just like, imagine using like 5 shades each week. Yeah. But that's how I'm going to do it, because just hitting random shades just makes it a bit, you can't see the progress as often, in my opinion, because like you're just hitting random shades and you won't know what to focus on, and there's no thought process. So I decided to just pick 20 shades, and since this is Valentine's Day and a lot of people are wearing plum and purples and pinky colors, I decided to just go with the trend and focus on that. So these 8 shades right here are the ones that I'm going to focus on. I'm not going to really focus on these up to right here because I don't see the color sequence. So these 4 right here, and then these 3 rows, this one, and this one, these 3 rows right here, I'm going to be focusing. They're all like my purple and bluey, well there's only one blue, and then some pinks and some neutrals, and I think that they'll work well together in this upcoming month. I have been using it in that way since February hit, and every month I'll be deciding and telling you guys which shades I want to be which 20 shades I'll be focusing on that month. And of course I'll want to, if I want to use a different shade, I can. It's like I have 42, it doesn't matter, but I really have been strictly focusing on this palette. Sometimes I do pull out another palette to play with, but mainly I have been using this palette, so that's why you can see progress, and that's how I'm still just gonna do it. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope I wasn't talking too fast, because I noticed that I talk too fast sometimes. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!